Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says there's much more at stake than 400 job losses in the National Gas Company and Caribbean Nitrogen Company dispute. The row between the two companies broke out this week from disagreement over the price of gas. While answering questions in the House of Representatives, he said NGC and CNC are engaged in commercial contractual negotiations, and he was hopeful that the negotiations will continue between the two companies. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said the issue surrounding the Caribbean Nitrogen Company and National Gas Company was business in the commercial realm. Couva South MP Rudy Endarsing asked if the shutdown was sanctioned by the Cabinet.
Madam Speaker, I have made it abundantly clear that the operations are between NGC, the supplier and aggregator of gas, and NGC's client, and does not require Cabinet sanction.
MP for Urupuch East, Dr. Rudal Munilal, asked whether there would be political intervention to save the 400 jobs of those who were employed at CNC.
The role and purpose of the NGC is of great interest to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, well beyond 400 jobs. The situation is that the NGC's role and its extraction of benefit for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, being deemed to be a non-investor, is being severely challenged.
As it pertains to the job losses, Dr. Munilal asked whether the Ministry of Labour and Ministry of Energy would intervene to bring some form of resolution.
This matter is and remains a contract being negotiated between our state-owned gas supplier and the purchaser of that gas in the private sector. I do not at this point in time see a role for the Ministry of Labour or the wider government in this commercial negotiation. While we are concerned about any negative outcome, the fact of the matter is that there's a contract to be negotiated.
Before speaking in the Parliament, the Office of the Prime Minister, in a release, sought to clarify a newspaper article about the dispute. The statement said at no point in time did Prime Minister Rowley sign any contracts which wedded NGC to BPTT and or EOG as was stated in the article. The release said the Prime Minister flew to Houston last March to assist the discussions taking place between BPTT and EOG and NGC for the future supply of gas from these upstreamers. Meanwhile, the Caribbean Nitrogen Company says all parties were working to resolve the situation until the gas was turned off, forcing CNC to close its operations. CNC says it shares the desires of Energy Minister Franklin Cann and the NGC Chairman Jerry Brooks to continue negotiations. However, CNC says to reach a reasonable conclusion, there needs to be more transparency, and therefore the company is proposing an independent verification.